Good morning. I just wanted to share some stories with you. Um, Yesterday, I was in a local barbecue place and went into, on the weekends, they have beef ribs. And so the place is packed out like a county fair. So I went in, and this group behind me, the woman was bumping into me. Uh, and it bothers people with PTSD when somebody's too much in their space. And so the second time she did it, I whirled around on her, and I'm a big guy. And I said, I had PTSD. Could you give me some space? I just, it startles me when you do that. And she said yes and apologized. And then her husband bumped into me. And when he did, I turned around and gave him a look that was less than admirable. And they got the picture. But also the noise triggers. I have misophonia. You can see I have these Bose noise canceling headphones on, and I should have brought them yesterday. I had on Shocks yesterday, which are over the ear bone conducting earbuds, but it didn't cut the noise out. And so all this noise of all these people, especially the people behind me, they're all yakking about, hey, we did this and blah blah blah, and what about her and blah blah blah. I'm like, I don't want to hear all this. And it's a PTSD thing, and it really bothers me when I go out into a crowd. And so I got to and plus, here's another thing. And so there's two stories here. I've had hip pain and back pain for well over a year. And it really caused me to become somewhat despondent, thinking that, my body was shutting down. I didn't know how to fix this. I've been going to a massage therapist, and I'll get back to that. And when I got to the end of the line at this barbecue place, I see the owner and I speak to her when I come in. And I'm a big guy, so they recognize when I come in. And I try to be friendly to people when I'm out and about, and it's part of my coping mechanism as well. I like people. I just don't like being around a lot of them at the same time. And so I said I should have brought my headphones because the noise was really a problem for me today, and I just had trouble. And I didn't realize it, but I was being vulnerable, and the tears started to well up in my eyes. And she told me that she had a daughter with some issues with disability. And I said, well, I'm a certified ADA advocate, and I help other people all the time. But self-advocacy is the hardest thing in the world. And I know this, and I'm a seasoned advocate, and self-advocacy is still a problem for me. Because, I'm a big guy. People look at me and go, you don't have a disability. Well, I got several of them. Some of them that I've had since childhood. And she said, well, look, she says, if you ever need anything, if that's not working for you, she said, you let me or the manager here know, and we'll take care of you. And she was very compassionate when she said this. And it's just so unusual for someone to actually suggest helping someone with a disability that's unseen, an invisible disability. She said, look, I understand. And she does, because her child's dealt with this. And I had tears coming down my cheeks, and I was very vulnerable. And I told her, thank you. And it really changed a lot, because it made me feel like somebody was treating me like a human being, and I was allowed to be broken and participatory. If you have disabilities, you understand what I'm talking about. And so I went to their website and looked through their website, and one of their frequently asked questions was, why do you offer gluten-free products? And she said her husband had been diagnosed with celiac disease, so they just wanted people to have healthy choices when they ate. And this is a place that has won awards all over. I mean, this is the best barbecue in the area, and probably goes up head to head against any in the state because they've won awards. And so I went home and I had some gluten-free beer that had just been sitting because I don't drink regularly, but occasionally I'll have a gluten-free beer. And so I had some really nice gluten-free beer from Trappist. It was from Belgium. And so I put 2 4-packs in a bag, brought it back to her this morning with a letter expressing how much that just changed my entire dynamic. But now to the massage therapist. Oh, and by the way, I digress. Treat people with compassion. It can change their entire day. It can change their entire life. You know, one of the reasons on my badge I have a silhouette of a head with a question mark on it is because when we look at other people, we don't know what they're going through. And invisible disabilities are called invisible for a reason. You know, people deal with things and struggle with things silently all the time. And your compassion can change a lot. So I've been going to a massage therapist for the last couple weeks, and this guy showed me a trick. And when you sit a lot, as I have, and I've wanted to be more active, but this back pain and leg numbness and pain has just really, I don't know any other way to say it, has crippled me. And so I can still move around, but it's just painful. So he showed me this trick, and if you want to see this trick, it's called the kettlebell psoas, P-S-O-A-S, kettlebell psoas release. Go look for it. It's on YouTube. There's several videos on this. He showed me this trick on how to release your psoas muscle, and it's a very important muscle in your activity. So this morning, I laid in bed, and I did this for about 10 minutes on each side of my groin, you know, or my sacroiliac. And I could tell immediately that it was giving me relief. But when I say it gave me relief, my pain is gone. I can move. My muscles respond to each other. My leg muscles, when I'm bending over and putting stuff in the vehicle, or going up and down steps, or walking, or standing. Just standing was giving me trouble with this because it would, you know, the tightness of the psoas pulls your other muscles in, and you've got these nerves that'll pinch. All kinds of side effects from this psoas being tight. And I've got a friend who fell off of a mule back years ago, and he went to what's called a medical massage therapist. And this massage therapist can go beneath the upper layer of muscles and get down into the lower layer of muscles and release things. It's a very specialized field. And he told me that he wouldn't be walking today without her. And so this is this kettlebell release this morning did that. I put a 20-pound kettlebell on my sacroiliac groin area, and I was releasing this and kind of rocking it back and forth gently, and I could feel the muscle just releasing. Oh, it was just so amazing. I can't tell you how this has changed my life. It's given me a whole new outlook because I felt like my body was just shutting down and there was nothing I could do about it. And this has changed everything. I feel alive again. The kindness that was shown to me yesterday at this place, this restaurant, and I just wanted to express gratitude because a lot of times we go through things silently, and if you'll keep your heart open to receive gratitude when it does come around, and just embrace that or compassion when it comes around, and express gratitude for it, it just changes so much. And I can't tell. I mean, I'm a guy who helps other people. And sometimes I feel like, you know, who do I go to? You know, who do I ask for help? And I just expressed that it was giving me trouble. And this person, this owner, she expressed compassion, kindness, and a solution. And for a retail outlet of any kind, that's unusual. And I can't tell you how much all of this has just changed my day-to-day and my life. And I've shared the psoas kettlebell release with several people, and I'm telling you, if you'll go do this, if you've got any kind of back pain, go do this. I'm not a medical professional. I'm not giving you medical advice, but I'm telling you, if you try this, I believe it'll change your life. And man, I can't tell you how good I feel. So I wanted to put this out. Hope it helps. Y'all have a great day.